Hey everybody, it's Maddie again. I'm gonna post this. I can just say I'm gonna guarantee I post something on definitely Saturday and Sunday for sure. But throughout the week, I might throw up a couple extra. I'm kind of using this as just a video diary almost. You're more than welcome to see it, watch as long as you want. This is just something I'm doing. It's almost therapeutic to me. I have this nice, lovely hole in my shirt. I'm actually, as you can see, I'm not in a normal shack I'm in. I'm actually at the apartment my girlfriend just bought. She got a whole building. We're doing the rental property things. I'm getting one financed to me soon. The running joke is she's got 4 units. A couple months, I'm going to have 4 units. And I'm going to be homeless in an RV. Kind of funny. But life's funny sometimes. But this is more just a video documentary of my life. Like I said, just some fucking ramblings. A guy from Massachusetts. That's it. This shirt, most people throw away clothes with holes in them. But I got it when I was in the service. I got a few of these. They're the Invictus shirts. They got the Constitution on them, some cool designs, so I don't have the heart to throw them away. But they're tokens. You got to be real close to me. My daughter has one. My sister has one. My ex-fiance has one, and my current girlfriend has one. You have to. That's just my thing. It's part of me. It was a big part of my life for a long time, and I share it when I can, if I feel comfortable. What I do today, I just realized you can tell how fucked my eye is. You might notice one of my eyes is always closed, or closing. When I was newly sober, I was working too much. I was getting over a severe infection in my leg, because I burnt it. And I started working too much because I was feeling good about myself, drinking a bunch of energy drinks. I don't condone smoking. I wish this is the one thing I still have to put down. But I was drinking energy drinks, working like 90 hours a week, running around to meetings, seeing my then girlfriend, my ex-fiance, and I suffered a series of small strokes from it. My blood pressure, I have hypertension because I'm Irish, and the hypertension mixed with the increased amount of cigarette smoking and energy drinks and working too much and not sleeping enough. I was sleeping about an hour a night, if that. I started suffering strokes at the age of 20, 25 now. They're telling me like they're minor strokes. I've had one doctor tell me there's no such thing as a minor stroke. Brain cells are dying every time I have a stroke, and it just so happens they're in the optic center of my brain. So I'm almost completely blind in that eye. You might notice my eyes has a tendency to move, and the left one doesn't always listen. But what did I do today? I slept a good amount. I stayed at my girlfriend's house last night. We're trying to take things slow. We went through some turmoil, which it's a little too private for me to talk about on here. But essentially what happened is I got... might as well just fucking talk about it on here. I left my fiance for her. The relationship with my fiance was not good for a long time, but we had a daughter, and I tried. I was working at a pretty big corporation at the time as a technical engineer. I just kind of fell into that. I was making good money, and I couldn't seem to dig myself out of my own head, and I was rough to live with, and she held on for like 2 years, and I decided to leave a year after I proposed, and the decision was already made months and months and months before I met my now girlfriend, and I met her. We hit it off. We started seeing each other. We were kind of hesitant because I was still engaged. I was living with my ex and my daughter. And, one day it was just kind of, I can't be living this lie anymore. And I left. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with her anymore. And I wasn't happy. And I broke her heart, and I know that. And for 2 months I strung her along, thinking like I was going to come back. And I was just going through a phase. And my now girlfriend found out about that, and was none too happy, and I agreed to stop the discussions and work on myself, and everything went well for about 4 months. I stopped working on myself. I do a 12-step program. I go to meetings, I talk to people. I do work on my character defects. I do what I have to do to get my spirit healthy. I'm not religious, I'm an atheist. And I stopped doing that for about a month, and it's always helped me. It's the reason why I'm at where I'm at today, and I have a beautiful little girl and friends in my life, and I stopped doing it, and I was worried pretty much that my girlfriend was going to end up living the same life my ex-fiance did, and I didn't want that for her. So one of her big fears was I was going to leave her for my ex. So I told her I was still in love with my ex, and I took off. I spent some time trying to convince my ex to take me back and let me come home. She was already dating somebody at the time. And we went for a drive because my current girlfriend was looking for me, and I wasn't man enough to face her and talk to her. So we started going for a drive, and I was talking about coming back, and it quickly turned into my ex was able to tell there was something wrong with me and was trying to get me to go to the hospital. I have severe bipolar and PTSD, and just you could tell, even my girlfriend was like, I knew that night you were fucked. There was something severely wrong. And I spent that night in the car. I slept in the car while her and her boyfriend were upstairs. And the next day she sent her boyfriend packing and told me I could come back. And I ended up working with a buddy of mine overnight, so I wasn't there that night. I put her up in a hotel room. The third night I told her I just needed time with me and my daughter. And come Thursday I made a call. I had a job in a mill to do, and he was going to let me stay in the RV. And I told her everything was going to be fine. Like, I just needed to go there, be by myself. I was there for work, and I was going to come back. And after talking to a few people, because part of where I was living was right near a mill that had a meeting in it for me. And talking to people, I knew I had to be honest. And I couldn't hurt Jess again after doing it twice. Left her after 4 years. And did that whole shit for 2 months, and then came back again for the third time. And I hurt my current girlfriend very much, and I hurt her again when I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with her. And I proceeded to sit in my own self-pity for a couple days, thinking about ending my life. The only thing that really kept me going is people would stop in to talk to me and ask me how Emma was doing, and she's my daughter, and I love her very much, and she wasn't enough to get me my head free. Luckily, a mutual friend of my girlfriend and I came there to actually chew me out for not talking to my girlfriend, not giving her answers, leaving her in the dark, leaving her heartbroken for that whole week. She came there to chew me out, and she could tell I was hurt. There's a lot of stuff in my past that does hurt. Yeah, it still hurts. I don't know if it'll ever not hurt. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't want my girlfriend to be miserable like my ex was. I didn't want to do that to another person, let alone someone I care that much about. So I left, and she could tell I wasn't okay. My girlfriend called me, and we talked a little bit, and I answered some hard questions, and she told me she loved me, and she was here for me, and I shouldn't have decided what she could or couldn't handle. And she's right. I went to her and was like, I'm terrified. Jess wouldn't have been hurt. That's my ex-fiance. I might as well just use the name. Jess wouldn't have been hurt. Cordy's my girlfriend. She wouldn't have been hurt. I wouldn't have been as hurt and miserable and alone. Emma would have saw me for that week. I hung out with her Monday. No, not Monday. Tuesday. And a little bit Wednesday. And then proceeded to RV life. And I'm starting to take myself out of that. For the first time in my life, I'm going to be going to see a therapist on Friday. That comes also with seeing a psychiatrist, because I need help. I've been trying to handle my demons by myself, and it hasn't worked out very well for me. My own views on mental illness is that people are weak and they should just man the fuck up and take care of their shit. And I've been on fire, I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, I've been homeless, I've gone weeks without eating, I've been beaten, I've been molested, I've been raped. I'm strong. I walked through it. I handled it the way I needed to handle it, and I survived. And if it ain't for nothing, I am one tough motherfucker. I'm very hard to kill. Very, very hard to kill. And I can't do it by myself. It sucks. It hurts my pride. It hurts my ego. I can't do it by myself, though. I need help. I've needed help for a long time. I've been hurt the last 25 years. Been carrying around a lot of hurt, and it's time to move past it. It's owning me. My girlfriend went to grab my ass the other day, and I instantly had a flashback to being molested, and it kind of kills the mood. And stuff like that, it's owning me. I need to get it out. I need to get it all laid down. I'm not dumb by any means either, but I can't seem to lay it down. I write a lot. I listen to Ed Sheeran, like I've said, and I can't get it all down. I can't figure it out. I need a professional to help me straighten shit out and give me my perspective back on it. Some things are not okay. They're never going to be okay, and that is okay. They don't have to be. It's where acceptance comes into play. And I have to be patient with myself, which is hard. I went to a meeting today. It was about patience. And I'm very hard on myself. I have too high expectations for me. I have other things mixed in. I am a lazy person. I feel self-entitled that I had this fucking horrible fucking life, and the world owed me something. The problem with that is I am a white, straight male. No matter what my past was, I was born into privilege. I am aware of that. It sucks. I do fully wish people could view other people the way I do. I have all sorts of friends, and from all backgrounds. I know people from Compton. I know people from Harlem, Detroit, all over the place. Beverly Hills, Princeton, Southie, all over the place. Good people. Confused people sometimes, yeah. I wish I could say I was unexempt from crime. I walked such a spiritual bead when I got out of the service. I wasn't. I went to South Boston and started banging. I started selling drugs, and my soul died. And it stayed dead for a long time. And now it's time to pick it up, fucking put something together. I barely know who the fuck I am. I know who I want to be. I want to be the guy that, at starting as early as I can remember, the age of 5 or 6, someone going out with my sisters, and I'd get right between them. I'd take beatings. I'd get broken bones. I'd be forced not to eat for a couple days. Have cigarettes put out on my arm. I don't know if that will even pick them up. There's a couple scars there. I'll take them, you know why? Because if I didn't take them, my sisters would have. And looking back now, I can be upset over it all I want, but the only other option I had at the time was to let my sisters take them, and my nose has been broken, my eye socket's been broken. That's what this scar's from. Legs, fingers, hands, back, and I do it all again. I protect people. That's what I do. I went to jail, 2 years sober. Someone called my ex-fiance a name, and I don't know why I felt so threatened by it, but next thing you know, I'm getting arrested, and she was pregnant, and I remember sitting in jail for 3 months, assault charge and disorderly conduct charge, and I remember saying, fuck, I'm gonna miss so many ultrasounds, I'm gonna miss her first kick. It's just what I felt to my ex was irrelevant. I loved that girl as soon as I knew I was after her. Before I even knew the sex, that was my blood, it was my flesh, and I was just there today for a little bit. She's yelling dada, and she's excited to see me, and she's screeching, and for this guy, it's hard to accept that someone like that could love me so much, because of who she knows. She knows a daddy that's going to pick her up and rub her back when she falls down, and calm her down, and give her plenty of hugs and kisses, and tuck her in at night. She doesn't know me from the past. She doesn't know me as a kid. She doesn't know me in my late teens when I was in Boston. She doesn't know me homeless. She kind of does, but not really. And it's overwhelming to me. I don't very much look like a softie, but I very much am. It's funny, I guess my ex's boyfriend was like, if he starts problems, because I do have a little bit of a temper still. I'm trying to wrangle, but it's like, if he starts a problem, I'll handle it. And my ex, my sister, and her fiance were like, no, you won't. They were like laughing at him, like, no, you won't. And I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and she goes, you're not as tough as you think you are. And I was like, well, the people that don't know me, I'm not anywhere on a list of people to fuck with. That's the demeanor I have, that's the look I have. It's very much designed to keep people away from me. And she's like, well, that's the thing, I do know you. And I was like, yeah, I like that you know me. And she just goes, and I still wouldn't recommend anybody fuck with you. She knows me the most. My ex-fiance knows a lot. Just after 4 years, it seeped out, knowing my family. My openness with my current girlfriend has been kind of next level shit. She knows a lot. She knows things I don't tell people, I don't talk about. I'd like to say I'm pretty open. I talk about really tough things. I will broach sexual abuse and child abuse. I will broach those topics to anybody. I will sit there and feel your hurt with you, and I'll listen. And I was bullied in high school, all this stupid shit, sexual stuff, fucking being molested at the turning point in adolescence where I was really identifying myself as a person. Messed up my psyche. My attractions were weird. I felt yucky about everything, and there's a lot of people that feel that way too. I'm not alone in anything. Nobody's ever really alone. But that's what my day's been. I got up, went and saw my daughter, dropped off a package of diapers because my ex knew I had a package in the basement because that's where all my stuff's being stored, and they're not doing anything. They're not helping anybody down there, so she asked me for them, and I gave them to her. Made sense to me. She's got all Emma's clothes and like her sippy cups and stuff and some of her toys, so she could have them. I didn't like the thought of her big Elmo being in the basement without her being able to give him a hug because she likes him, so those are up there till I move again. This is the new place. We're going to be moving from the old place when I finish the sheetrock in here and some renovations. But I went to one of my meetings, talked to a guy there. He's going to sub me out some siding work, so that's good. Went deposited a check from another job in my bank, and went and saw my sisters and her fiancés and my ex's boyfriend's new place. They got a real nice place right up the street, and then I came and showed her mine, the place I'm going to be living, and showed her the big apartment on the first floor that's empty right now. It's my girlfriend's. She's doing well. She's a waitress, and she just bought a four-unit building, and I'm proud of her. She did it, and it's easier than you'd think. It's very easy. FHA programs, everything like that. You can end up only putting 3.5% down, and you can work in your closing agreement to not pay any closing costs. So a $240,000 building costs you roughly $9,500. So it's pretty worth it. I think that number's inaccurate. I think she had to pay a little more because putting money in for this horribly done, unnecessarily long walkway that goes to the second egress and redoing the other roof. She had to put money in escrow. But $240,000 is $3,500, so at least $7,000 and half of $3,500. So yeah, it's about. Yeah, I think it's about 9 actually. Anyway, but life's looking up. I'm very emotional right now. Talking about my daughter always does that. It's one of the things my girlfriend pointed out, and my ex-fiance has pointed out also. That when I talk to my daughter, she's my little human. I don't talk down to her. I talk to her just like a normal person. But boy, when I talk about her, they both tell me my eyes light up, my voice changes. I get choked up. She's saved my life multiple times. It sucks because you'd think I'd go, I can't kill myself. I have to be here for my daughter, and that was the case. But I still had the feelings. I still had those feelings of jumping off a balcony, laying in front of a train, getting a gun, and putting it in my mouth. And part of me thinks she was enough to help me, but it wasn't just her. It was being surrounded by people, and life gets tough sometimes, and I'm trying to make the best out of it. And like right now, after doing all that and everything, I'm gonna be finishing up my sheetrock job here, at the new place. I gotta sand it, put final coat of mud down, and then tomorrow sand it, and it's ready to paint. But today's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, so I want to do a log here just to get it out there. Again, this is never going to be a thing where I want money. You're never going to see fancy intros or fucking memes on here. It's just some random guy from Massachusetts. That's it. My name's Matt. That's all I really got for you. If you're watching this in the day it's posted or 20 years from now, I suffer from manic depressive disorder, bipolar, and PTSD from multiple events in my life, my childhood, life in the service, life in South Boston, and being homeless. Plus an anxiety disorder, because God didn't feel like I had enough. And I say God because I'm spiritual. It's my higher power. And I just want you to know you're not alone. I know what it's like to, just do self-mutilation, because it's so you can feel something and you have control over it, and you're angry. You might feel like you deserve it. I know that. Before I go, I'll show you what I did. What ended up getting infected and almost getting me killed. You might not be able to see it, but all right here is multiple skin grafts, and took multiple cosmetic surgeries. I hit my low. I got tired of living the life I was living, doing drugs and drinking, and it's hard because I've always covered it up, but I poured gasoline on myself and lit myself on fire. My clothes saved me, except for the jeans on my left leg. Gasoline went into a hole on them, and I fused the jeans to my leg, and when I peeled it off, I lost a lot of skin. And felt stupid afterwards. And I don't remember feeling much of the pain because it was a burn, so I wrapped a shirt around it, went about my business for about a month, and I got a gangrene infection, and it almost killed me. I just needed to feel something to prove to myself I could still feel. And you can still feel. You can change your ways. Your mind can change. You can get help. You're not alone. I'm not alone. I run a support group with other people just like me. Comes from broken homes, life in the service, chronic homeless people, downtrodden youth. I run a group with them, and it's about 20 of us. You're not alone. We're all over the place, and we can help each other. My brokenness can fix your brokenness. I'm a firm believer in that. And like I said, this will be definitely Saturday and Sunday. It's like a check-in when I'm bored at work. Or throughout the week, I might throw up a 20 to 25 minute video, like I'm doing today. And anything you can take out of this, you're not alone. You're really not. And if you made it this far and you feel like this is a topic or something I said you disagree with, throw it in the comments if you want. I'm not going to ask for likes and subscribes and shares. It's not why I'm doing this. If I touch one person, if I do this for 30 years, every single day, and one person feels not alone, it feels like there's someone out there that can understand them, it'd all be worth it to me. I wish I could give you guys more time, but I can't. I'll give you what I can though. And that's hope. Like I said, one person in 30 years, I'll make it worthwhile for me. And just know people do care about you, and we're out here. There's broken people all around you that are living healthy, happy lives, and you just gotta go through the shit first. And till next time, thank you.